What do Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and some of Hollywood's most powerful insiders have in common? No, it's not just billion-dollar bank accounts or world-dominating businesses. They've all been captivated, hooked, really, by one woman whose influence reaches far beyond red carpets and rocket ships. Lauren Sanchez isn't just in the room with the elite, she is the elite. And trust us, this is not your typical billionaire's love story. This is a masterclass in power, reinvention, and how to dominate every room you walk into. So if you think Lauren is just Jeff Bezos' fiancée, buckle up, because you're about to see why she's the one pulling the strings. Before we dive into this jaw-dropping journey, don't forget to subscribe to Fame Spills, where we serve you the real tea on fame, fortune, and everything in between. Let's get one thing straight, Lauren Sanchez didn't slide into the spotlight on someone else's coattails. She didn't marry into power or luck her way into the headlines. She's been building her empire, step by step, since day one. From anchoring news desks to flying helicopters for Hollywood films, she's done it all, and she's done it her way. And yes, she just happens to be dating one of the richest men alive. But unlike most post-divorce billionaires chasing influencers half their age, Jeff Bezos chose someone in his lane, a woman with a resume as fierce as her wardrobe. Lauren is beauty, brains, and a whole lot of business savvy. Named one of People's 50 Most Beautiful People way back in 2010, she's been turning heads long before the cameras followed her every move. Us Weekly called her body hot like it was a headline, and honestly, they weren't wrong. Lauren's always had that classic bombshell look, but what really sets her apart? She owns it. She dresses for herself. Bold, unapologetic, fearless. And at 55, she's not hiding her age, she's flaunting it. When asked about hitting the big 50, Lauren didn't flinch. She said, "It's just the beginning." And now, she's out here proving it every single day. Confidence. That's Lauren's real superpower. In interviews, she radiates it. She talks about growing older like it's a luxury, because for her, it is. She name-drops Latina legends like Jennifer Lopez, Salma Hayek, Eva Longoria, women who aren't just surviving in the spotlight but thriving in it. That's Lauren's tribe. That's her mindset. She says aging isn't a setback, it's an evolution. And she's not slowing down, but behind the glam is grit. Lauren's story starts far from fame, in New Mexico, where she grew up dreaming of being a newscaster, even while struggling with dyslexia. That alone would have stopped a lot of people. Not Lauren. She pivoted to aviation right after high school, even applying to be a flight attendant. But get this, she was rejected for being too big at 121 pounds. Let that sink in. Instead of folding, she doubled down. She chased her journalism dreams again, starting from scratch at a tiny news station in Phoenix. From there, she climbed fast. She landed gigs with Extra, Fox Sportsnet, and eventually co-hosted Good Day LA for 6 years. She wasn't just on the air, she was the air. Her presence, her voice, her charisma. Unmatched. But once again, she wasn't content. She fused her love of flying with filmmaking and earned her helicopter pilot's license in 2016. Most people would stop there. Not Lauren. She launched Black Ops Aviation, her own aerial film company. She literally flew the choppers that filmed scenes for Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk and consulted on projects like Miss Bala. That's not just multitasking. That's boss-level vision. Lauren's hosted major shows like So You Think You Can Dance, popped up on Larry King Live, and even acted in blockbusters like Fight Club and The Longest Yard. She even wrote a best-selling children's book, Flynn, The Fly Who Flew, inspired by her own journey with dyslexia. And because she's Lauren Sanchez, she launched another production company, Adventure and Fellowship, for her growing slate of storytelling projects. But here's where it gets even more real, Lauren's also a full-time mom of 3. Her oldest son, Nico, is with former NFL star Tony Gonzalez. Her other 2 children, Evan and Ella, are from her marriage to Patrick Whitesell, yes, that Patrick Whitesell, one of Hollywood's most powerful agents. And through it all, Lauren makes time for family. She shares her love of flying with her kids and says being up in the air brings her peace. That balance of fierce ambition and deep heart? That's what makes her unstoppable. Now, let's rewind to how she met Jeff Bezos. Both were married at the time, Lauren to Patrick, and Jeff to Mackenzie Scott, Amazon's first employee and mother of his 4 kids. Their social circles overlapped. Holiday parties, industry events. But sparks didn't fly until years later. When the romance did go public in 2019, it came with a side of chaos. Remember those steamy texts? The infamous, "I love you alive, girl," and "I want to show you my lips" messages that exploded across tabloids?
Yeah.
That mess got even messier when Lauren's own brother reportedly sold the messages to the National Enquirer for $200,000. Now that's a betrayal, but drama didn't derail them. If anything, it only made them bolder. In 2023, Jeff proposed, with a yacht, a ring, and a sculpture of Lauren herself installed on the boat. Yes, a literal sculpture of her leading the way on a $500 million yacht. It symbolizes fresh starts, transformation, and power. Exactly what Lauren represents, and it's not just yachts and headlines. Lauren's now vice chair of the Bezos Earth Fund, working side by side with Jeff to protect the planet. From trekking through Colombian jungles to meeting with global leaders like Prince Charles, she's not just showing up for photo ops. She's on the front lines. She believes you can't protect what you don't understand, and she's making sure the world knows what's at stake. So, what is it about Lauren Sanchez? Is it the drive? The glow up? The fearlessness? Maybe it's all of it. Or maybe, just maybe, it's that rare blend of beauty, brains, and backbone. She's the kind of woman who walks into a room and makes billionaires lean in. The kind who doesn't wait for permission, she takes the wheel. Literally. One thing's for sure, Lauren Sanchez isn't just living her best life. She's designing it, flying it, filming it, and writing it. Every chapter bolder than the last. Want more stories that peel back the curtain on fame and power? Hit that subscribe button for fame spills, because this ride? It's just getting started. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think makes Lauren Sanchez so magnetic? And don't forget to like, share, and come back tomorrow for another celebrity deep dive you won't want to miss.